Okay, today I tried to use a new app that it only took 15 minutes of wasted time to realize it was a terrible mistake. Genora AI, I think is the name of it, to try and look up information about myself, see what would pop up, what little I have. On this journey trying to find out who my biological parents are. It's been an exhausting experience the last 6-7 years of my life. The first discovery, finding out my children's DNA didn't match those who I thought were family or my parent or whatever. There were things that happened in my childhood that totally explained everything. It's so much clearer now. Paperwork, the whole 9 yards. I've even gone so far as to spend money with an attorney to have the name of the person that's there as mother removed. I didn't have to do that with the one that she lied to me and said was my father, Samuel. Sammy Jones is what they called him in Shreveport, Louisiana. Anyways, it was automatically removed, and I found out later when I applied for a passport when I lived in California in Los Angeles that he had his name removed from my birth certificate without legal. He had an attorney, but it wasn't done through DNA or whatever. And the woman I talked to on the phone let me know he must have knew somebody way high up to be able to do that, removing his name from my birth certificate without whatever it was she was trying to explain to me that you have to have to be able to do that. And also in Louisiana, they have some type of law that whoever the mother name placed in the mother slot, if it's unknown, they just go with whatever was put there at first. Don't investigate, don't do anything. It's a total piece of crap, for real. That I found out was the reason why I couldn't have her name removed. I walked to work at Acme Monaco Monday through Friday, and I just so happened to see a Buick SUV drive past me blowing with this strange looking woman with a lot of hair, and she flipped me off with a straw. I believe this was in like the month of August, a few years back. Anywho, I sat and thought about it for a while and realized that was the woman that had been lying to me for so many years. That was not my mother that drove past me and flipped me off. If I thought I was just tripping or whatever, because I'm 51 and yeah, people have senior moments, but that was not a senior moment for me. My mind was totally clear. I was focused on getting to work. So, another day I was tired. It was after work and I was walking home from Walmart on Rice Street here in Presque Isle, Maine with all my groceries. And I had a load that day. And happened to see Elizabeth's, the woman that I thought was my biological mother, which DNA says, I can't say them words because I'm trying to stay safe, y'all. No, she's not. Her so-called sister, that's a twin, Carolyn, driving a Dead River diesel truck. There's a tire company that does tires for vehicles on Rice Street. And that day, the diesel pulled out in front of me, and I look up at the driver because it's kind of close. Look up into the face of Elizabeth's sister, Carolyn. So I thought, but I think they're not even sisters. It's so much lying and everything going on till that particular day. I just said, Lord, am I being punked? Because how close she pulled out near me, I could have just stepped in front of the truck, and I'm quite sure she would have said, I stepped out in front of it if she ran me over. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to let that go. Then if I shift backwards some years, I've been out of high school for quite some time now, and I graduated in Germany because the woman that so-called raised me, that murdered my mother basically, which is what I didn't say on this video, or helped in the murdering of my mom and raising me, lying. I found out Sammy Jones was not my father, of course. I graduated in Germany, in Gießen, but it looks like Gieben when they write it down. German writing, or they'll spell it with 2 S's, Gießen. Anywho, I had high school classmates, one of which, Melissa Hunt. Another day, walking here in Presque Isle, tired as heck, had gotten off of work. Me and my kids needed meat at home to cook for dinner. So I went to Save A Lot and bought like 4 bags of 10-pound leg quarters, and they're frozen. Anybody who knows about that knows those suckers are heavy as heck. So I walked from Save A Lot all the way and had gotten to the bottom of the hill of Carmichael and was coming up, walking home, and was tired as heck. I see a little four-door blue car. I think it was an Escape, light blue, pull up on the side of the road across the street from me and stop. And their mouth looked like they were saying something, like the devil is a liar or something to that effect. I don't know. Anyways, I looked over and recognized it's Melissa Hunt. So I'm thinking, okay, am I being punked? I was so tired. I just thought, okay, whatever. I didn't even think to pull out my phone and videotape this crap all these times, these folks. And I'm like, later on, what the heck are they doing in Maine and Presque Isle, small town, also. So, okay, years back down the line, or up the line, I don't know how much time transpired past. Cold outside, cold day. I'm walking to Walmart, come down Rice Street. I went up Main Street, I think. No. I didn't go that far down. I take that back. I cut through, some kind of way I cut through, but I was cutting through where the bank was. That's right there at the light where there's Walmart. There is Dunkin', there's the hotel, there's another bank. I think there's 2 banks, one on one side, one on the other side. One has a gas station next to it and the other. Anyways, I'm walking, minding my own. White car pulls up. I look into the face of a singer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Melvin from After 7. Staring me dead in the face. I'm frowning, looking like, okay, I know. I see this person. All right, whatever. So they pull up, do whatever they're doing at the ATM. I keep on walking because I'm trying to go to Walmart. They drive off, do a left at the light, and keep going to the left as I'm standing at the crosswalk. In that white car, Bye-bye. Anyways, I'm like, okay, this is some strange crap. But I say all that to say, if I could sit down and tell you the whole story, it would blow your mind. Anyways, back to my discovering who my parents are. I'm going to keep working. It may take a little while, but I'll get there.